So I've officially finished Future World, and now I'm heading out into World Showcase just to go see what this is all about. Pooh and Rabbit. There's that Rose and Crown pub that everyone talks about in their vlogs. And I think this is where they're gonna eventually do the Cherry Tree Lane for Mary Poppins ride when it comes.
Oh, have you seen any more Palisades?
No, just that one so far. Yeah, just one. The theming is great.
Everything's like quite ways a lot.
Oh, everything is so spread out. Yeah, so this is where, probably where it's gonna be. Cherry Tree Lane. And there is France. The France Pavilion with the Skyliner in the background. I'm not gonna wait in line for the topiary picture, but look at Beauty and the Beast. How fantastic. Heading out of France and heading into Morocco. So what's interesting about the Morocco Pavilion is that when I lived in Florida back in the late 90s, the Moroccan and the Norway pavilions were both additions. They were brand spanking new. And at the time, the Moroccan pavilion really just didn't have much at all to do, eat, drink, whatever. There was just nothing to do. I believe this was an Aladdin and Jasmine meet and greet, if I'm not mistaken. But right now, I think it's just a relaxation station. Yeah, I think it is just a relaxation station right now. So no meet and greet for Jasmine and Aladdin, but a nice place just to sit and relax. With fantastic theming on top of it. And as we leave Morocco, whew, I have just hit a relaxation station here in Japan. And I will say, 90 degrees, 70% humidity. And this park is probably about 80% full. Super happening, super popping. Lots of people here. Really hot. Lots of tourists. Definitely a different vibe than I'm used to down at Disneyland. There's just a ton of families, a ton of extended large groups and families that are here enjoying the park. Whereas like in California, I feel like our parks are more local friendly, and where you get more of like groups of 2, 3, 4. This is like groups of like 7, 8, 9, 10. So, you know, definitely a different vibe, but it's definitely cool and it's something fun and it's something different. So I think I'm gonna head over into Japan. Alrighty guys, let's go into Mitsukoshi since 1673. Oh, this is like the Disney version of Daiso. This store is busy and long, and Not for people with ADHD or ADD, because there is a lot of stuff everywhere and my brain is going crazy. There are so many cool items in this shop here in Japan. I'm going ape. This is craziness. Paper lanterns, kabuki masks. A lot of stuff from my childhood. I probably could read this and learn something. It's all the incense too. Look at Nico. And bonsai tree. All the different hashish. And this is the marketplace where you can buy items to eat, whether it's snacks. There's one thing I don't do, it's the shrimp chips. I know everyone says I'm losing my mind, these are the best, but I just can't bring myself to do it. In fact, a lot of Japanese snacks and treats I don't like, which really used to just blow my grandparents' minds, because I hated like wasabi, I hated rice candy, the rice paper that came on the candy. I hated that kind of stuff. My grandparents used to always like look at me like I was crazy, but the fact is I just didn't like it. Wow, look at this. Just didn't get down on some of the traditional Japanese snacks as a kid, and it used to drive everyone kind of crazy, but the fact is I just didn't like it. This is the Katsura Grill, which is name of our cousins. Last name of our cousins is Katsura. Let's go see what they got. Well, here I am in Japan. And because the beautiful Lori Marie just got done telling me I need to eat something, I'm gonna eat something. So I stopped at Katsura Grill and I got some spicy tuna roll and I got some teriyaki chicken to try. Japanese food in the heat. Why not? As with all Japanese restaurants, they don't like giving out soy sauce. They gave me 2 packets, so we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. So we're gonna grab our spicy tuna roll, and we're gonna grab it's not the worst spicy tuna I've ever had, that's for sure. A little dry, but you know, these are pre-packaged, so they've been sitting for half a day. Taste is there, the flavor's there. Alright, now for the teriyaki chicken. There's something weird about the chicken. It's either roasted or rotisserie or maybe even boiled. Like there are no grill marks on this thing at all. You can see it. I needed protein, so that's why I got the chicken. For you guys, hard pass on the chicken. Pretty darn cool strolling through Japan. Look at this. And I think the United States is right next door. So that's where I'm going now. Let's go learn about our own country. What do you say? Wow. A couple things that strike me when I walk in here is just how regal it looks. And the other thing that strikes me is just how nice and cool it is in here. They have a cool little exposition featuring some of the great jazz players of certain locales. So we had New York, we have Chicago. This is just the whole United States. But over here we have San Juan, we have New Orleans, the birthplace of jazz, and then LA, somewhere I'm familiar with. And if y'all didn't know, this bad boy right here was the guy that wrote all that great jazz for the movie Soul. And there's Joe Gardner and Dorothea Williams. Charlie Parker's saxophone? Wow. This can't be really Louis' cornet, is it? It is Louis Armstrong's trumpet. Wow. Now this is a show, and it is a dark show. Therefore, I will not be able to shoot inside. So I'll see you when I come out on the other end. Well, I just got done inside the American Adventure, and it's about a 30-minute show. It is really, really cool. Great animatronics, nice storyline. Parts of Mr. Lincoln are inside that show too. So the whole scene with the two brothers going to war against each other for the Civil War, that part is in there. The two brothers song, etc. That's in there. And you know, if Disney ever decided to put the American Adventure show inside the Disney Opera House on Main Street, I wouldn't hate that idea. Well, this is one of my favorite pavilions already, just because of how spread out it is and how quaint it is. I don't believe there's an actual attraction here, but there's just so much to look at. A good place to hang out and relax. Nice ambiance. Fantastic job with theming again. Let's go in here. So this little store in Italy has some really cool stuff. Disney themed Italy. Wow, look at that. Oh, that is cool. It definitely reminds me of some of the stores that you would find like in New Orleans Square with authentic gifts, souvenirs. Pretty cool. But again, no attraction, so it's just kind of eat or people watch. Take your pick. Boy, Walt would have loved this, huh? Look at Snow White and Dopey. In the immortal words of Kristen Wiig, welcome to Germany. And it looks like, right now, it looks like every pavilion has a bunch of frat guys hanging out drinking beer, basically. Alrighty, didn't really stop in Germany. Well, I kind of like went into Germany, but from what I've noticed from the last 3 World Showcase pavilions, this is the second half of spring break. And I'm not a hater, but it looks as though these pavilions, the American pavilion, the Italian pavilion, the German pavilion, they've all sort of just turned into frat party area where frat boys like to come in and just drink some beer. So, I don't know, large gatherings, lots of people. I kind of feel like I don't really want to be hanging out there, so I'm just gonna continue moving on. So here we are in China. If you remember from this morning, I went on Frozen Ever After this morning, right? Do you guys remember that? Well, look at that. The Frozen Ever After line begins now in China and goes to Norway over there. So this is the line. This is the line here for Frozen Ever After. I'll just kind of show you. Remember, my Frozen Ever After experience was literally a 15-minute wait this morning. And now this line goes all the way into China and around. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow. So we're gonna roll through here and see what we can find. Okay. So again, this is a lot like Japan as far as the architecture and theming. Beautiful. If not for anything, it's just great to be in here for the air conditioning. But this is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Like, take a look. When you come in the normal entrance, look at how impressive that is. You know, I probably could spend all day in here because there's just so much stuff to look at. Now, if it weren't up to me, I would imagine that I'd be probably doing more of a merchandise haul right now. It's like 1,000,000 degrees outside, and I don't feel like doing a merch haul today. I don't mind looking around. I'll tell you this right now, though. If the beautiful Lori Marie was with us, we would have probably had enough footage right now for about 3 merch passes. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, there is no way that this is reduced capacity. I refuse to believe it. And someone can comment below if they want to dispute it, but I'm here and I'm telling you, there is a lot of people here. And now that we're into the afternoon/evening hours, this is the line for the Mexico Pavilion. Again, this is a ride in Pavilion that we were able to get in and go on this morning without any wait at all. And now there's quite a wait. Alrighty, so it's about 6:05. I've been here for 7 hours, and I think I've pretty much gone on everything that there is to get on. And I've been to every World Showcase Pavilion. So now it's really just about going back and hitting the things I want to hit and see and eat and drink. So I just stopped here. Hi. Just stopped here to get Lori Marie something special and to get me a bottle of water. And separate from the sipper. Thank you so much. So I went over to the Citrus Blossom on my way back up to the beginning of the World Showcase. I'm gonna go back through and see if I can do a little more hunting for souvenirs at this point. But I just decided to drink or to purchase from the Citrus Blossom the orange pineapple smoothies, non-alcoholic. I thought I would try it for you here live. Holy Toledo. So, if you were to take orange sherbet and melt it down in this crazy heat and put it in a cup, it would look and it would taste just like this. This is squad worthy. There are a ton of little food stands for the event currently, as well as some cool little places just to chill and relax. See? How fantastic is that? But I'm trying not to vlog all the small little booths for the event, just because I was trying to give you sort of the what is there to do all the time kind of vibe. Because I don't think most of you will see this vlog and say, hey, we gotta go right now to EPCOT so we can see that festival. So that's kind of why I'm not doing it. But I digress. Whew. It is still really warm. Like really warm. And over here they have all the figment wings that you can take your pictures with.
Are you seeing it in the water?
Did you see the picture I just sent you?
Was that Adam the Woo? And you took a picture of him?
Yeah. I turned and looked, I go, the woo! And he goes, yes sir. And I was like, do you mind if I take a selfie with you? He's like, yeah, that's cool. And I'm like, wow.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, sun's going down, it's definitely cooling off. And people are definitely leaving. So you guys have done a full lap of EPCOT with me. It's been a fantastic day. And although it was a little empty because Lori Marie wasn't with me, it was fantastic and fun nonetheless. And I got to see everything that I wanted to. So that was great. I hope you all had a fantastic time with us, and we'll see you real soon here on Suitcase and a Drink.